So now we are going to talk about variables. What do you mean by variable? So variable is very simple. I mean, it is used to store some value. So it is just to store some value. If I want to store some uh, student name, then I need to create some variable. So you should create some variable to store some value in a Java. So there are different variables available in Java. There are different types. Like it starts with local, local variable,
Instance,
instance variable,
instance, static variable.
class or static variable. So there are three different types of variables available in Java: local variable, instance variable, static variable. So what is local? We'll see what is local variable first. So local variables are defined inside the method. So it is defined inside the method, and it will be declared inside the method, and it will have the visibility only inside this method. Out of this method, it will not have the access to, I mean, we cannot access the variable which is defined inside the method from other method, which is inside the same class or different class. So it is defined inside the method generally. So if you are trying to access from other method, it will not get invoked. That is the local variable. How to set up the local variable? Let us see. For example, I am declaring some integer value like age. Int age is equal to 10 or 20. If I want to access this variable inside this main method, then you cannot do. I'm just trying to print it somewhere else. In QTP method, I'm going to get the variable which I have declared in UFT method. So it is showing there are no local variable, or age cannot be resolved to a variable type. Create a local variable. So this age, the lifetime of this age, I mean, is available only inside this method. So it will not go beyond this method, or out of the method you cannot access the local variables. So here also you cannot access. Inside the main method also you cannot access. So this is the concept of local variable. Clear, no? So now we will see what is instance variables. Instance variables are non-static variable. We can also say instance variable as a non-static variable. So using object created for the class, this variable can be accessed. How to access the instance variable? Using object created for this class. For example, A is an instance variable because it doesn't have any keyword called static. It doesn't have any keyword called static, and it is defined out of this main method. So out of this main method only, this A has been defined. Similarly, I have a keyword called int b is equal to, so a variable called int b is equal to 20. If I want to access this variable A and B, what I need to do is I have to use object. Object created for this class should be used to get the value of A and B, to showing A and B. If you call A, it will print 0. So if we call B, B will be getting printed. So this one is instance variable. What instance variable is? No, it doesn't have any keyword called static. It is defined out of the main method. You can access instance variables using object created for the class. Simply right click and run this program. So it is printing 0 and 20. This is instance. What is static variable? So basically static variables are also known as class variables. It belongs to a class. It is defined with the keyword called static. How to access the class variable? Using class name. How to access? Using class name, you can access the static variable. Let me change this into static so that you will understand. Public static int a, public static int b. Now it is known as static variable. Why? Because it has the keyword called static, belongs to this class. And if you see this, you will get some warning saying static field automation.a should be accessed in a way, in static way. What is that static way? If it is non-static variable or instance variable, you are using object to call the variables, object to access the variable. If it is static variable, then you have to use class class name to call the variable. Automation.a. Since this is declared as go, just a second. Also, you can see once static value of the static variable is getting assigned here, that value will not be changed. I'm trying to print the static variable in two different methods. One is Selenium and one is in main method. So since this is declared globally, if it is declared out of all the methods, then it is known as global variable. So global variable will have the access throughout this class. So whatever the method being used, throughout the method, this global variable will have the access. Also, you can call if it is declared as global, then you have to use you can simply print the variable name, or if it is not declared globally, or if you want to get the static variable, then you need to use this class name to call automation.a. Okay, there are two different ways that you can simply call this thing in a static method using class name automation.a, or you can simply print it like b. You can simply call. You run this, you put the value as 2020. Initially it is printing as 20 and the b, so the b is getting printed first, which is 20, and the a is 0 and b is 20. Only one thing you need to understand is if it is defined static, this can be accessed by non-static method as well. This one is non-static method. So why? Because it doesn't have any keyword called static. So if the method or variable contains static keyword, then that is known as static variable or static method. Okay, it doesn't have any static keyword, so I am telling this method as non-static method. So what about this method? This one is also non-static. What about this one? This one is also non-static. What about this one? What is the name of this method? Main method. So main method is always static in nature. That belongs to a class. So If the variable is declared as static, that can be accessed by both the non-static method as well as static method. Either you can use class name to call the method, or simply you can call to print the value. Any doubts, Hari, Syed, Subha? Hari,
No, no.
Syed, clear, huh?
Clear, Ji.
Okay. So Puridilla, there are three different types of variables. Local can be accessed inside this method. Out of this method, it doesn't have any access. Instance or non-static variables can be accessed using object created for the class. Static or class variable, so that is usually defined, if it is defined as a global variable, then can be accessed by both the methods, static or non-static method. Okay, well, shall we jump into static or non, methods, different types of methods? I think from variable point of view, they're very clear. I'll create a one more class for demonstrating different types of methods. So now I have created one method called demo, so class called demo method. We'll see what is method is and what are all the different types of methods available. Then we'll move on to hands-on. So different types of what do you mean by method? So method is basically a function which is used to do some task. It is used to do some task. So that is the use of methods. So method can be declared with the syntax to allow some access specifier, return type, access specifier, return type, and method name. It should be opened and closed. So whatever the statements that you are writing inside this method will be executed. So all the statements should be end up with semicolon. So basically method is used to do some task. For example, if I want to add two values, then you have to declare the method like this. Public is access specifier. Anyway, we are going to discuss about different types of access specifier in detail. As of now, I'm keeping all the methods here is public. The previous demo also you have seen. All the methods I'm keeping here is public. Public void is the return type. Void means the method will not return anything. It will not return anything. We'll see different types of return types as well. What are all the types that method can return? So and then method name. Method name can be anything, but method name should follow camel casing style. What do you mean by camel casing style? So camel casing style means the method first name should start with lowercase, and next word's first letter should start with uppercase. So this is camel casing style. So whatever the statements that you are giving here, that will be executed. It will be compiled and executed. So there are three different types of methods available in Java. What are all those methods? Let us discuss. So one is static method. As like variable, it has static and non-static. Then abstract method. Static, non-static, and abstract method. Just a second. So there are three different types of methods available in Java: static method, non-static method, abstract method. Now we'll see what a static method is. Usually static method has been defined with a keyword called static, public static void, and you can give the method name like add. So this is the static method. So static method as like variable, static method can be accessed using class name. So you can access the static method using class name. And non-static method. Discuss what is non-static method is. So non-static method does not have any keyword called static. So this is non-static method. Non-static method can be accessed using object created for the class.
G, one doubt.
Yes, sir.
Actually, in public static void add, you said that it should be in camel case. Should be used capital A, or like you have used small here?
Where, Sayed?
In static method, under static method, public static void add you have mentioned, right? So that will be in camel case, or like it's small here.
Yeah, that should be in camel casing style. Like, for example, if you have a method like um, debit card, so debit is a separate word and card is a separate word. If you want to create a method in this name, then what you should do is public void d should be lowercase, and next words first letter should be uppercase. Like this is camel casing. Okay, next words first letter should be uppercase, but it starts with lowercase.
Okay, sure.
Here, Sayed. So
Clear,
this
clear.
is just a convention. It is not required. If you put capital A also, it will work. But it is a standard of Java coding. So if you follow this convention, then code will be looks good. That is the only thing they are using. Okay, this is static method. Static method can be accessed using class. Non-static method can be accessed using object created for the class. So it non-static method will not have any keyword called static, whereas static method will have the keyword. So then what is abstract method is? So abstract method does not have any implementation at all. What do you mean by implementation? So it will have only, so this is method declaration. This first line you have written, this is method declaration. This part is method definition. Whatever the statements that you are writing inside this code, for example, it has 20 line of codes under this method, then these things are known as method definition. This is method declaration. In abstract method, you will not have any method declaration at all. Okay, it will have only method signature. This is method signature, and the statements that you are writing inside this parenthesis is called method definition. Got it? So this is method definition, and this one is method signature. Abstract method will not have method signature. So sorry, will not have method definition. That is the use of abstract method. Thereby you can create interfaces. We are going to study what is interfaces. As of now, public, abstract, void, add, and it ends with semicolon. This is the declaration of abstract method. It will not have any definition part, method definition part. It will not have. We'll see what are all the uses of abstract method when we are discussing about interfaces. You can learn more about abstract method. Now we'll see how to implement the static and non-static method inside a class. So this is the class I have created. I told you this is the main method. Main method is always static. For example, for demo purpose, I'm going to create one non-static method called add, inside which I'm going to add two numbers. C is equal to A plus B. Similarly, I have a non-static method through which I'm going to do some multiplication. So what kind of variable is this?
Teacher.
Static or non-static? Static or non-static variable? Static or non-static? It doesn't have any keyword called static. So this is non-static variable. This is non-static variable. Non-static variable can be accessed inside this non-static method. Let me try to access this variables inside this static method. What will happen? C is equal to A plus B. What it is showing this? It is showing some error. So static or non-static variables cannot be accessed by the static methods. So this one is static. Are you agree? This one is static. You cannot access non-static member variables or method inside this static method. That is what I am trying to say. If it is declared as static, you can access anywhere. Even though it is a non-static method, you can access. Even though it is a static method, you can access. It is declared as static. Non-static member variables cannot be accessed by static method. How to access this variables? Can anyone tell me how to access the non-static variable from this method? How to access non-static?
Static int a equal to 20.
How to access non-static member variable? Create an object for demo method class. So that is what we have studied, no? Right? If you want to access non-static member variables, then you need to create an object. That is what I have told you. So for instance variable, that is non-static variable, should be accessed via object created for the class. Using object, you can access what? A, B, C. Object dot C is equal to object dot A plus object dot B. Now if you print this object dot C, you will get the actual value. So now I'm going to run this program. What happened? What will happen? It will not execute anything because inside this main method I will not call these two methods. How to call? This is static method. Now listen carefully. This is static method. I am going to access non-static method. How the non-static methods can be accessed? How to access non-static method?
Object creation.
Using object created for the class. Access non-static method using object created for the class. How to create the object? Demo method. Object is equal to new demo method of object dot. I want to call this add method, so I am calling it add. Then how to call this static method? Simply you can call like this multiplication. Simply it will come here. You no need to create object or anything, because this method is also static and this method is also static. If it is in the same class, you can simply call like this. If it is in a different class, you have to use class name to call this. I'll put int here because I'm going to multiply. Shall I run this program? So what would be the expected result here? Object.c, can anyone tell me?
Yeah,
20 cross 30. 600. How? Will I get 600
150.
here? Will I get 600 A into B? 20 into 30. Will I get 600? Subha, Hari, tell me. Just raise your hand. There is a hand symbol. How many of them are saying I'll be getting the actual value here, like 20 cross 60, whatever the value that is multiplied here, 20 cross 30, the same will be printed. How many of them are saying? Okay, let us see. So what will be the output is? I know for this you will get 50. I am just asking for this particular line. I mean inside this static method. So it is showing us 600. So in addition you are getting it is as 50, multiplication you are getting as 600. It is we are creating object to call this non-static method, and it is going and seeing what will be the values, and that value will be added, that will be stored in variable C and same getting printed. And using class name, I am calling static method. In static method, we are using object to call non-static member variables. So I'm getting the value at 600. Okay, got it. This is static and non-static method. So only one thing that you need to understand is, if it is non-static method, you have to use object to call. Object to call non-static methods. We have to use class name to call static methods. Okay. Now let me print what will be the value of C's. In the main method, I am trying to get the value of C. Hmm. So now tell me why I am getting this 50 for this C value. Here I am updating the value object.c is equal to A into B. Here I am getting 600. Again, why I am getting 50? Any answers? What is happening in this class, in this method is, first of all, I am creating the object for this demo method class. Using this object, I'm going to call this add method. In add method, I'm adding two numbers. A is 20 and B is 30. It is getting printing as 50. 50 is success. On the second line and third line of this code, I'm calling multiplication method. So in this method, I'm just trying to multiply these two values, A cross B, which is given 20 cross 30 is 600. So second output is also proper. And third one, I'm simply going to get the value of C. If I'm printing C, I'm getting 50. Why not 600? Why 600 is not coming? Any answers? Subha, Hari, Sayed.
Maybe since I mean maybe add was you type first. Maybe it's executing. I'm just giving a guess.
Okay. So what is the thing here is, if it is static, so whatever the value that has been assigned at the end of execution, the same will be assigned to the C. For example, C is getting updated on the second method. So what will be the latest value of C is 600. It is assigned as static, then the value will not be changed. That is the use of static keyword. I am simply making this as static. In the previous section, what is happening here? No, I'm using so this is non-static member variable. Previously, it doesn't have any static keyword. So what was the value updated for the non-static method is 50. So the 50 has been stored. But whatever the value that has been assigned under static has not been stored. That is the disadvantage of non-static method. If it is static, whatever the latest value is getting assigned, the same will be printed over here. So now I am getting 600. Why? Because now it has been changed to static. In the first method, it is getting added and it is
Static.
keeping the value for C is 50. Again, I am calling another method, which is static method. It is coming and adding the multiplying the value. Now it is storing the value as 600. Since I have declared this variable as static, value of 600 will not change. So last updated value will be printed if the variable is declared as static. Value will not be changed unless or until you change. Okay. Any doubts? Shall we move on to abstract method? I'll create one abstract method here. So this is the abstract method. So whatever the thing that I declared now is the abstract method. But I am getting some error. Why? Because if this class, so this class has how many methods so far? No, 1, 2, 3, and
Three.
4. This one is 4, abstract method. Out of 4, how many are abstract? There are 4 different methods. How many are abstract methods? Tell me, how many are abstract methods? There are 4 different methods. Are you able to see? This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. There are 4 different methods. In 4 methods, how many are static? Tell me how many are static? How many are static? The method which is declared as static keyword is known as static method. How many is having static keyword? Number 1 and number 2. One is main method and second one is multiplication method. So there are 2. How many non-static? Only 1. How many abstract? Only 1. If this class has even one abstract method, then the entire class would be treated as abstract class. Okay, in abstract class we are going to discuss this. So if the class is defined with one abstract class, at least one abstract class, then the entire class will be treated as abstract class. In interface logic, we are going to study all these things. As of now, you please be, you should not have any doubts in static or non-static method. Leave about this abstract thing. So, if even any one method present in a class is abstract, then you need to change this class also to abstract class. That is why I'm getting error. So it will ask you to change the entire class is abstract class. For abstract class, you cannot create an object. That we are going to stay. We are going to see in while studying abstract class and interfaces. We are going to see there. Are you able to get me? If a class has at least one abstract method, then the entire class will be treated as abstract class. Okay. Abstract class will not have any method definitions. Only it will have method declaration, that is method signature. It is having what? Only method signature. It doesn't have any like this. It doesn't have any